a very warm welcome to Science Monitor, your weekly update on what's happening in the field of science, technology, research and innovation in and around the country. I'm Aishwarya Kapoor with you. From the flagship program of Department of Science and Technology to promote innovative thinking among school children to one of the recent engineering marvels in India, we have lots in store for you. So let us begin with the headlines. Applications invited for Inspire Awards MANAK 2020-21, a unique program executed by DST and NIF India to foster innovative thinking among school students. Indian Institute of Technology Kharagpur develops an AI and IoT-based diagnostic device for chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Living Planet Report 2020 reveals a decline of 68% in the wildlife populations. Land use change remains the most important direct driver of biodiversity loss. And third Saturday of September marks the International Coastal Cleanup Day. Programs like BEAMS are playing a major role in cleaning up the coasts in India. And now the news in detail. To promote creativity and innovative thinking among school students, Department of Science and Technology executes a special scheme called Inspire Awards MANAK, or Million Minds Augmenting National Aspirations and Knowledge. This program aims to motivate students studying in classes 6th to 10th to come up with original S&T ideas to solve the problems of the society. This year also, online applications have been invited under the scheme. Let's have a look at the report.
Union Minister of Science and Technology, Health and Family Welfare and Earth Sciences, Dr. Harshvardhan informed the Rajya Sabha on 15 September that the government is taking several measures to promote affordable and sustainable innovations in the field of science and technology. Under the Science, Technology and Innovation Policy, the Department of Science and Technology runs a variety of programs which include awards, doctorate programs, research support and fellowships, skill development at school level, incentive programs for students and youth. One such program is the Inspire Award, MANAK, or Million Minds Augmenting National Aspirations and Knowledge, which covers school students from 6th to 10th standard. The Department of Science and Technology started the program in 2017 in association with the National Innovation Foundation India to target 1 million original ideas rooted in science and societal applications to foster a culture of creativity and innovative thinking among school children. In this series, online nominations for the MANAK 2020-21 have been resumed. Schools can nominate 5 best original ideas of students through web portal www.inspireawardsdst.gov.in till 30th September. The ideas are first selected at the school level, district and state level before including them in national level competition. An amount of 10,000 is awarded as an incentive to shortlisted candidates. After rigorous competition, top 60 ideas are selected at the final level for the product development and national awards. Children can find new solutions with their imaginative thinking to solve the everyday problems, as they know no boundaries. The government is constantly striving to expand this imagination to strengthen the foundation of the innovation pyramid. Millions of children from remote areas of the country are coming up with new solutions to various problems. In the year 2019, more than 380,000 students from across the country presented their ideas, and the best among them were chosen for the final awards.
The threat from chronic obstructive pulmonary disease or COPD has become more acute under the COVID situation with increased comorbidity rates. Therefore, IIT Kharagpur has developed an affordable and high-tech diagnostic device for early detection of the disease, which can be a boon for the COPD patients. The device is based on Internet of Things and artificial intelligence and can be used at home by the patients. Let us see the report to know more about this intelligent innovation.
Shortness of breath, wheezing, difficulty in breathing, persistent cough are some of the symptoms of chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, that is COPD. The disease is caused by long-term exposure to irritating gases and particulate matter present in the air, and is very common in a country like India. In fact, it is no less than an epidemic, as it is the second highest killer after heart disease in India. According to a report, in the year 2017 alone, it claimed about 1 million lives in India. A recent survey has confirmed that the severity and mortality rates were over 63% for COPD patients to be affected by the COVID-19. COPD is a progressive disease which becomes severe with time if not addressed at the earlier stage. So, it is very important that the patient's clinical symptoms can be ascertained at the right time.
The standard, like gold, standard of this diagnostic system is spirometer, and as per a report, it says only 10% of Indian pulmonologists actually use spirometer, and the problem here is not only the cost of the test, but also the difficulty in understanding the data.
Researchers at the Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, have developed a diagnostic system based on Internet of Things and artificial intelligence to detect COPD. With the help of this device, one can continuously monitor breathing pattern and rate, heart rate, and oxygen saturation and arrive at the results.
All the things that normally can be done with spirometry, everything we have established that everything we can do with our mask, and the data can be transferred to our cloud server. We have implemented AI and machine learning process. So all this complexity of data analysis have been implemented there. So we have solved the problem of complexity of using spirometry into our server, and such that eventually doctor will get immediately report. It will be automatically generated and it will be available in the app as well as in the server.
Named as Senflex T, the system has three main components: a smart mask, an Android monitoring, and a cloud computing server. The smart mask is synced with an Android monitoring app via Bluetooth. The app is connected to the cloud computing server. Patient's respiratory rate, heart rate, breathing pattern, and oxygen content in the blood is monitored by the app and sent to the server, where artificial intelligence predicts the severity of the disease through machine learning. The report arrives on the mobile app after the data is processed, and it can be used for doctors' consultation. In this way, accurate readings and interpretation of vital parameters can save a patient's life.
Not only for detection, but also it can be used for maintenance of the disease. We have doctor can assign some breathing exercise, and the patient can do it at home, and everything will be recorded, and doctor can follow it up from the clinic itself because it will be there in the server, and they can actually the progress can be monitored very efficiently. So that is another aspect of this mask. So we believe that it is a kind of like a very affordable solution and a very user-friendly solution of the existing technology that doctors are normally using today.
According to the researchers, the system can be used easily at home to manage and monitor the patients and can save on unnecessary hospital visits. With increased burden on the healthcare system, such high-tech devices can be a boon not only for the patients but also for the doctors. Tools powered with artificial intelligence and machine learning can record and interpret complex medical data, which can be quite time-consuming and burdensome for the humans. Therefore, such devices are a welcome intervention in this field.
And now it's time for a short break, but do not go anywhere. We'll be back with more reports.
Rabindranath Tagore was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1913 for his book Gitanjali. In 1950, he composed the music and lyrics for India's national anthem, Jana Gana Mana. And when Bangladesh became independent in 1971, they chose Tagore's song, Amar Shonar Bangla, as its national anthem. Tagore's life and works have made him a cultural icon, studied the world over, even into the 21st century.
Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Science Monitor. According to WWF's Living Planet Report 2020, global population of vertebrates has suffered a decline of 68% in less than half a century. This has happened largely due to the very same environmental destruction which is contributing to the emergence of zoonotic diseases such as COVID-19. The Living Planet Index has tracked almost 21,000 populations of more than 4,000 vertebrate species between 1970 and 2016 with the help of more than 125 experts from around the world. Let us see the report and the highlights and the methods the researchers have used to arrive at the conclusions.
The Living Planet Index LPI 2020 shows that changing the Earth's natural landscape for economic activities is currently the most important direct driver of biodiversity loss on land. The report has used advances in satellite technology to visualize how the Earth is changing in real time, most of the places without a human footprint. The report has used human footprint mapping to calculate where we are impacting the land on the Earth. The broad methodological framework used to create a map of cumulative human pressure is based on population density, cropland, railways and roads, nighttime lights, navigable waterways, built environments, and pasture land. The report also highlights that on one hand, we are grabbing land in the name of food production, and on the other, we are wasting nearly 1/3 of our food. The LPI shows that biodiversity is declining at various rates in different places. The main cause of the dramatic decline in species populations on land observed in the LPI is habitat loss and degradation, including deforestation driven by how we as humanity produce food. The report also shows global map of ecological footprint of consumption per person in 2016. Ecological footprint is measured in global hectares by calculating the biologically productive land an individual needs to sustain a particular lifestyle. According to the report, humanity is overspending its biological budget every year. The data shows that barring some countries in Africa and Asia, the ecological footprint is above 2 global hectares per person. In countries like USA, Canada, Russia, and Australia, it is greater than 5 global hectares per person. So, we can say that our ecological footprint has exceeded the Earth's rate of regeneration. Though, India is among the countries which has an ecological footprint of less than 1.6 global hectares per person. The ecological footprint of Greenland and Western Sahara is not measured due to the insufficient data. Wildlife populations found in freshwater habitats have suffered a decline of 84%. Monitoring of 944 species across the world shows the bigger the size, the bigger the threats. Plant diversity is also in serious decline. Around 22%, most of them in tropics, are threatened with extinction. According to the report, world's most popular coffee bean, coffee Arabica, may lose half of its natural population by 2088 due to climate change. The current report also includes pioneering modeling based on a paper published in Nature and co-authored by WWF and more than 40 NGOs and academic institutions. The modeling makes clear that stabilizing and reversing the loss of nature caused by humans' destruction of natural habitats will only be possible if bolder, more ambitious conservation efforts are embraced and transformational changes are made to the way we produce and consume food. Changes needed include making food production and trade more efficient and ecologically sustainable, reducing waste, and favoring healthier and more environmentally friendly diets. Overall, the report calls for rethinking of our economic models to live within the planet's safe operating space.
International Coastal Cleanup Day is observed on 3rd Saturday of September, and on this day, people participate voluntarily to save the coast and the beaches from the marine litter. This year, some countries are using every Saturday of this month to make the program more effective. In India, several programs are being run under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change to conserve the beauty of the coast and keep them pollution-free. So let us see the report on the significance of this day and the efforts done in India to save our coastline.
Beaches and coastal areas are a major attraction for everyone. Apart from tourism, they have also contributed towards the development of human civilization. But ignoring the environment for development purposes and over-exploitation of natural resources have damaged the coastlines seriously. Dumping of waste, oil spills, coastal settlements, and trade of coastal resources have polluted the coastlines. These pollutants typically include cigarette butts, food wrappers, plastic items, bottles, etc. Plastic, being non-biodegradable, is the most dangerous. According to an estimate, at present, there are 5.25 trillion pieces of plastic in the oceans, and this has damaged the delicate ecosystems of oceans and seas. In view of this problem, some ocean lovers started International Coastal Cleanup Day voluntarily in 1986. Since then, the day is celebrated on the 3rd Saturday of September every year. Now, 100 countries are participating in this movement. Environment lovers, NGOs, and government authorities collaborate to pick and extract marine litter for pollution-free coasts. In 2018 alone, more than 1 million volunteers extracted 230 million pounds of waste from the beach and waterways in just one day. In India, a webinar was organized on the eve of this day. Using the occasion, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change hoisted India's own eco-label flagship program, I Am Saving My Beach #, which highlights Indian efforts in this context.
International Coastal Cleanup Day is an opportunity for India to bring mass public awareness for keeping our coast clean and tidy, so that natural environment of the area can be protected and biodiversity sustained. Today also marks the occasion when I can proudly hoist India's own eco-label flag, I Am Saving My Beach, simultaneously at 8 beaches through webinar.
Society of Integrated Coastal Management, working under the Ministry of Environment, Forests and Climate Change, is running the BEAMS program for management of environment and beauty of beaches. The program aims to keep the beaches pollution-free by managing waste, cleaning coastal areas, providing facilities for tourists, etc., by promoting sustainable development. Under the project, environment-friendly technologies and methods are being used at identified beaches, which are also providing employment to the local residents. Beaches are cleaned on a daily basis with the help of machines as well as manually, keeping in mind the need to keep the nature intact. These efforts have brought fruitful results.
BEAMS is an idea of sustainable development of beaches, and the program is promoted through its nationwide educational campaign, I Am Saving My Beach. With this campaign, we have been able to reduce marine litter by more than 80% on selected beaches and have plans to proliferate it in another 100 beaches in next 5 years.
Under BEAMS, at least 10 beaches are making efforts to get international Blue Flag certification. The transformation of these beaches is exemplary and worth seeing. This has also restored the balance of the ecosystems, which is an important sign of environment conservation. The innovative methods of beach management are decreasing the level of pollution despite an increase in the footfall. Educating local people as well as the tourists has made a lot of difference. The initiative shows that Coastal Cleanup Day can be observed every day.
Now it is time for another short break. Stay with us. We'll be back soon.
अरे बबलू, लॉकडाउन खुलते ही टहलने निकल पड़े। महामारी अभी फैली हुई है।
सरपंच जी टहलने नहीं, कहाँ पे वापस जा रहे हैं?
तुझे डर नहीं लगता वायरस पकड़ लेगा?
पहले थोड़ा बहुत डर लगता था, फिर पता चला कि अगर मैंने पूरी सावधानी बरती तो ये बीमारी होने की संभावना कम है। सबसे महत्वपूर्ण है ये मास्क। काम पर मास्क हमेशा पहनूंगा, समय समय पर हाथ धोता रहूंगा और दूसरों से हर वक्त कम से कम 2 गज की दूरी बनाए रखूंगा। खुद को, दूसरों को और अपने परिवार वालों को भी सुरक्षित रखूंगा।
अरे भाई, मेरी जिम्मेदारी बनती है तुझे चेतावनी देना, सो दे दिया।
जब देश के मेडिकल और स्वच्छता कर्मचारी रोज कोरोना वायरस से लड़ने का काम कर रहे हैं, तो हमारी भी तो जिम्मेदारी बनती है अपना काम करने की।
बबलू, तुझे कुछ हो गया तो?
हजारों लोग इस बीमारी को हराकर ठीक हो चुके हैं और अगर किसी कारण मुझे ये बीमारी हो भी जाए तो सरकार ने अस्पताल में हमारे इलाज के लिए पर्याप्त व्यवस्था कर रखी है। ये घबराने का वक्त नहीं, एक दूसरे का हौसला बढ़ाने का वक्त है।
अरे ऐसे क्या देख रहा है? तू काम पे जाएगा, मैं नहीं जाऊंगा, नाक नहीं कट जाएगी मेरी। चलो।
मास्क।
हाँ, मास्क मास्क।
अरे नाक तो ढक लो।
हाँ।
कोरोना वायरस से हमें लड़ाई जारी रखनी पड़ेगी और उससे डर कर नहीं, पूरी सावधानी के साथ डट कर चलिए। रुकी जिंदगी को आगे बढ़ाएं, देश को आत्मनिर्भर बनाएं। जय हिंद।
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Science Monitor. 15th of September marks the birth anniversary of engineering legend and Bharat Ratna Sir M. Vishveshwarya. Sir Vishveshwarya was the architect of many engineering marvels in India. Through these marvels, he not only solved the problems of the society but also contributed towards building modern India. Therefore, in India, we celebrate his birthday as Engineers Day. To pay tribute to Sir M. Vishveshwarya and to appreciate the acumen of Indian engineers, we bring to you a report on the Atal Tunnel Rohtang, which is an example of excellent engineering.
Ensuring uninterrupted transport services in difficult regions of the country is exceptionally challenging. One such region is Leh-Ladakh. Though Leh-Manali highway connects Leh with Himachal Pradesh and guarantees an exciting journey, yet it remains closed for major part of the year due to heavy snowfall. During winters, many areas of the region along with the roads disappear under the white sheet and remain cut off from the rest of the state. Heavy machines are employed every year to clear the roads, which is not only difficult but also time-consuming. Therefore, a tunnel was planned along Rohtang Pass on the Leh-Manali highway in the year 2000 for providing all-weather connectivity with remote borders of Ladakh. The work was entrusted to Border Road Organization in May 2002 to construct a 9-kilometer long tunnel, but the project took off in 2010. with south portal at Dundi and north at Sesunulla. Constructing this tunnel was a continuous challenge due to the difficult geographic and climatic conditions of the region. The Border Roads Organization (BRO) was responsible for the construction of the tunnel by cutting through the mountains while making careful calculations to carry out the task smoothly and safely. The engineers of BRO were committed to complete one of the most challenging civil engineering projects in the world and used cutting-edge technology to meet the challenge. After crossing many hurdles ranging from landslides to sudden water ingress, the engineering marvel is now ready to impress the world. It is the world's longest highway tunnel above an altitude of 10,000 feet and incurred a cost of Rs 3,200 crores. The maximum speed limit is 80 km inside the tunnel. The tunnel will reduce the distance between Manali and Leh by 46 kilometers and save 4 hours of travel time. It is 10.5 meters wide and 5.25 meters high, thus making it highly suitable for heavy vehicles. The tunnel has CCTV cameras at every 60 meters and emergency exit tunnels at every 500 meters. Fire hydrants have also been installed inside the tunnel. Apart from solving the issue of year-round connectivity, this engineering feat will also open new avenues for the development of Leh Ladakh, especially in Lahaul, Spiti. The tunnel also has strategic importance as it will accelerate troop mobility to strategic frontiers in Leh Ladakh.
And that's all in today's edition of Science Monitor. Do tell us how do you like our program. You can send your feedback and suggestions through email. Our email ID is news@vigyanprasar.gov.in. You can also write into us at Vigyan Prasar, 5th floor, Prithvi Bhavan, Lodhi Road, New Delhi, 110003. We'll meet you again next week with new informations and developments. Till then, stay home, stay safe, and think scientifically all the time. Thanks for watching.